if you pick a lady today and take her to her marriage and ask her, are there things that you can tell your husband freely? She'll say, no. There are things I can't tell him.
Yeah.
I mean, let me go to the chama and tell the chicks at the chama. Let me tell my girlfriends you grew up with together, or the chicks at the office, whatever. All those funny cliques you have where you tell people. Demand is what you think I should do. Responsibility is what I know is expected of me in this friendship.
So how do we bring it together where I'm able to express not what I demand, but what I need?
If you send me a message and tell me, baby, please come home, I miss you, or I need you.
Yeah.
As your friend, responsibility-wise, it'll be like, okay, I need to go home, my wife needs me. If you send me a text telling me, where are you? What are you doing? I've been waiting for you from 6. That's a demand.
I mean, where are you? I've been waiting for you since 6.
Men struggle to communicate with their wives. Men don't struggle to communicate with their friends. And a man can separate the two.
How? Hello.
Hello.
I'm so happy to have this moment with you to talk about something that's really important and dear to us. Marriage. It's been an amazing journey, and these conversations are always helpful for me because they bring us back to base. So I'm really excited about today's topic. We're looking into friendship in marriage. And friendship in marriage is different. It means different things for men and means different things for women. For me, I feel like friendship in marriage is that closeness, that intimacy, you know, spending quality time with you, even though the schedules are always crazy, and just doing the things that we both love. But sometimes I feel like maybe my idea of friendship is not what your idea of friendship is. And I'm sure a lot of people also struggle with this in their marriages. How do you keep that friendship like glowing and growing and just bringing it together in marriage so that you're not dating and you're really good friends, then you say your vows, you're in the house, you're married, but then the friendship is like dying, it's just fizzling out. So how different is friendship in marriage for men? How different is it from my perspective as a woman?
I mean, because we just go back a bit. You know, if you look at the thing with people like saying, we say that people say, I married my best friend. Or I married my friend.
Yeah.
More often than not, those things don't actually work out. Yeah.
Why?
I don't want to do that.
Why?
But whenever people start off as friends and they get married, something always goes off. I don't know what happens, but something goes off. And again, a marriage that maybe learns to build friendship is very different also. For men, friendship is everything because men begin from friendship. I think if I think about my journey with you, I look at where we started off, I think about that what separates you from any other person is that you are someone I considered then I could build a friendship with and a person who I've continued to build that friendship with. So for us men, the first thing that separates, and this is the thing that many women miss out in marriages, is that and I'm going to say this dangerous statement, but I'll say it anyway. If you want to look at how many women are beautiful out there, many women are beautiful out there. If you want to look at how many women are this or that, all that is outside there. What separates this person, what separates you from the rest, for me as a man, is that I consider you my friend. Now, when friendship is there for us, me as a man, it means then there's a level to which you don't expect me to change. You see?
But that's crazy. I mean, the minute the ring is on the finger, things are already changing. Let's be real. And I also feel like friendship is like the foundation, the starting step for all marriages. But it feels like as we're doing the motions of marriage, it kind of gets difficult. I don't know what causes that that friction. For me as a woman, I feel like, you're in the marriage, you have a career, you have children, you have different needs. As I'm growing into this married woman and all these different roles that I'm trying to fulfill, my friend maybe views me as the person he married and wants me to stay in that state of the happy-go-lucky best friend. We're hanging out, we're going out, we're having fun. We have a lot of time to do fun stuff alone, you know what I mean? But all of a sudden, in the marriage, it's difficult for me as a woman to keep the friendship at the level it was when we were dating. But perhaps on your end, as the man in the relationship, you still see me as that girl. How does your view of friendship change within the marriage? And then we have, those frictions where we're not understanding each other. We're not understanding each other's needs at different points in the marriage. And we end up losing the friendship. Or it's hard for us to be friends because we're in different spaces. I don't know.
I think if you look at the translation of it, it's what you're saying, that, when I get married, I'm expecting this girl I met, this fun girl I met, who laughed at all my jokes, laughed at my goofiness, my silliness, all those things will remain all through.
Yeah.
And the other thing that now that changes that as well now is that there is a different expectation. For you get married, okay, now you're married now, things are changing, things have changed a bit now, we have a family to raise, we have kids to raise, we have this to do. And so what that does over time is that, because my expectation is that we're not going to change. When men look at their friends, we don't change. The way we were with the guys when we were small, the way we are now, we still meet, laugh at the silly things, talk about
Really,
silly things.
men have that view in their head that things will not change.
That things will not change.
How?
Yeah, that things will not change.
Like, marriage is it's a huge change. How is it that a woman on my side, I'm stepping into the shoes of being a wife, of being a homemaker, being a career woman, being a mother, and I'm going through so many changes physiologically, there's so much change happening. How is it on the other end you still see me and expect me to be the friend that I was before we got married?
Which is a good thing also. Technically.
Yeah.
It's a good thing technically. Because it means that in my mind, this man is still at a place where he's looking at the wife, and within her, he's still seeing the girl he fell in love with. Because he's still seeing the dream that he had. He still sees that, we are going to watch football together, we are going to play basketball together, we are going to do this thing together, we are going to do so many fun stuff, to these fun things together. So in my scope, I'm thinking, this is what I'm signing up for. So, and this is where the confusion comes in, because as a guy, I think this is what I signed up for. I signed up for a friend. I wanted friendship. I didn't sign up for anything. I wanted friendship. I didn't sign up for the other things that there are benefits that come with the friendship, because marriage is the first relationship that is friends with benefits.
Yeah. Yeah, good to clear that. Yeah.
So I'm expecting that, yes, we are friends, but there are benefits that come with this friendship, but we are friends. Now, the downshot comes about is that there are things that my friends don't expect me to do. One, my friends don't expect me to change. They expect me to grow.
Yeah.
But not to change.
But growth and change are because how do you grow without experiencing some level of change?
You see, okay, they're cousins.
Yeah.
But growing is that I'm looking at the fact that now we are married, we have the children, we have a family we are raising. I'm maturing the role of being a father. I'm maturing the role of being a husband in various phases of life. I'm maturing in those things.
Yeah.
But also, don't expect me now to also change. You see? Don't expect now to change. That now, in the changing now, what men translate as changing is it's a trap. Now he feels trapped. This man feels, I was actually conned. I was told that I'm getting 10 liters of 10 liters of drinking chocolate, and it was coming with juice and cake.
Yeah.
Then when I got home and I said I do, they took away the chocolate, they took away the cake, they gave me water.
Yeah.
So now this guy begins to feel like he's trapped.
Trapped is a very strong word.
Yeah.
So many men out there feel trapped in their marriages because the friendship element is either lost or because the transition is so huge. If you're not able to maneuver through the changes that both people are going through, it's easy for that friendship to become strained or lost.
Yes.
And then a man would feel then trapped because whatever he thought he was getting at the beginning is not what he's experiencing at that particular point.
Yeah, it feels, for many men, it feels like the goalpost changed. It's like you lured me into something. I got into something. Then you changed the rules. So there was no discussion beforehand that the rules are changing. Once you say I do, the rules are changing. Rule number 1 is changing. You won't walk around the house in shorts. Rules are changing. You won't go play basketball on Sunday afternoon. You won't do this. The rules have not been communicated that the rules have changed.
But do the rules have to be communicated? I mean, when you were dating, there was no child to take to soccer on Saturday. When you were dating, maybe one of the spouses had not gotten a stable. Like, remember our story? Like, we grew into our careers. We grew into the things that are making us income. We just got busy all of a sudden. So within that change, how can one partner say that, that change was not communicated? Because we can only see as far as we can see. We can't see the full, length of the marriage journey. So it's a bit, I don't know, it's difficult for us to come into the marriage and say, this is not what I signed up for. But at the same time, who has control over what they signed up for? And so the friendship that we have coming into the marriage, that's what then we need to rely and see how we can maneuver, even with all the changes that we did not expect. But I kind of feel like it's different for men and women.
Yeah, because I wanted to ask you, like, what do women look at when a woman says, okay, for example, women have this many things women go for.
Yeah.
These charmers and all those things, they go for all those funny things. But if you're going for all those things, and you have your girlfriends, you talk with your girlfriends, all those things.
Yeah.
When it comes to the marriage, what does a woman consider friendship?
Friendship is a lot of things. I mean, for me personally, it's different for different women. But I feel like being able to be vulnerable with my person, being able to communicate freely with you anytime, like whatever I'm feeling, I'm able to offload and then get that understanding and that someone to help me process my emotions, my thoughts, someone who's there, someone who helps me literally actively helping me around the house, around my space. Now that I've come into a new world of marriage, someone who's learning with me, who doesn't criticize me, maybe when we got married, I didn't think someone who prays for you is that important.
Very important.
Yeah, we've grown to know how important prayer is in marriage. And so for me, friendship is a lot of different things. It's how you make me feel, it's the security, it's the trust that we've built over the years. It's having each other's back. It's how you have my back. It's how you protect me. It's me just feeling free in your presence, me just feeling truly loved. That's what friendship is to me. And then there's the add-ons of doing the stuff that I like. I think in our marriage, we've had those seasons where there's something that you really, really like to do, and maybe it's not the same thing that I like to do. And so maybe in trying to spend time together as friends, having the same hobbies and unwinding rituals. Yeah, so those are all the different aspects that make you a good friend for me.
Now,
I don't know how different that is from what you think is friendship.
It's actually almost the same thing.
Yeah.
Because there's something you've said more than once, is that I'm being able to communicate freely. Now, if you pick a lady today and take her to her marriage and ask her, are there things that you can tell your husband freely? She'll say, no. There are things I can't tell him.
Yeah.
I mean, let me go to the chama and tell the chicks of the chama. Let me tell my girlfriends you grew up with together, or the chicks at the office, whatever. All those funny cliques we have where we tell people. We know people who tell ladies who tell things to their pastors or to their counselors. They don't tell their own spouses.
Yes.
So there's the ability, there's a part of communicating freely, which is I feel as though in this space I can be myself.
But why don't? Sorry, this is a bit of segue into what you're saying. Why don't men then communicate? Is it a need that you have in friendship? Is it important for you to freely communicate with your spouse? I hear a lot of from my friends saying that, we're going through something, but I'm not really getting that communication from his end. Meanwhile, I'm the one who's talking about it and really wanting to find a solution. Do men find it difficult to communicate with their friend in marriage? Their wife.
You see now, men struggle to communicate with their wives. Any man will tell you he struggles to communicate with his wife. Men don't struggle to communicate with their friends. And a man can separate the two.
How?
To a man, the wife can be the wife and not the friend.
How?
And on the how, the same thing you'd find that there's a lady somewhere watching it right now who there are things that she's going through and she will call her girlfriend and tell her girlfriend. She won't tell the husband. Why? This is my husband and it's not my friend. Because with your friend, you communicate freely. Both ways.
But the basis of the marriage is the friendship.
Ought to be the friendship. That is like the cardinal rule.
Yeah.
I believe that a marriage built on friendship is absolute. That is foolproof.
Yeah.
So if I don't view you as my friend, then I'll struggle to tell you things. As you said, I can be free. I can be vulnerable.
Yeah.
So if a woman can tell her husband something that she doesn't feel she can be free, doesn't feel that she can be vulnerable, doesn't feel like she can be that she's covered, that she's secure in that communication setting. So she'd pick up the phone and tell her friend for 2 hours on the phone. How many times have we found? You find someone has come home and they are talking to their girlfriend for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just one person. She's not talking to another man. She's talking to another man for 3 hours. Why? I can't tell this guy anything. But I can tell him we need to do shopping.
Of course.
I can tell him we have a mortgage to pay.
Yes.
And in the process, we have made 7 babies.
Yeah. Without the friendship.
Without the friendship, yeah. We made 7 babies. We have 7 babies together. We walk to church. We have 7 children. A whole ladder of children walking in. Yeah, we sit at the front row, but we are not friends. So men struggle to communicate with their wives, but men don't struggle to communicate with their friends. Now, here's the thing, and this is where the difference comes in. I think that a woman first of all starts from a place that he's my husband. Yeah. Then he grows to become my friend. Isn't my point of view? 30 seconds. Look at this picture.
Yeah.
Painting.
Yes.
Picasso.
This is like after
Married.
the marriage.
Yeah,
so before marriage, you consider yourself friends.
Your friends. During marriage now, husband and wife.
Role? Okay.
So I expect you to be my husband first.
Yeah.
Then the outcome of, I almost said husband. The outcome of being a husband, husbandry,
Yeah.
husbandry is
the
agriculture one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Husbandry.
So
Livestock rearing or something.
livestock rearing.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are married now.
Yeah.
So when we were dating, we were friends and we were hanging out, all these things, we're doing fun things, you're playing games, all these things. We get married like this, and the husband role takes over, becomes number one. So many women, you find that in marriage, build the friendship based on the outcome of the husband. What does this mean? Yeah, the more of the husband roles he's doing, now the more the friendship is an outcome or a product of that. It's a stalemate. Men, on the other hand, when they get married, men put their friends first, who's the wife, then the wife is second. So the wife, a woman whose husband is her friend, benefits a lot as a wife. Why? Because his world is around her. He wants to spend time with her, wants to be with her. He enjoys her company. It's easy for a couple like that to say, no, let's go for a holiday. Let's do this together. Let's sit, let's watch a movie. There are things they can do together, be in the same space and just talk and laugh. Because this is my friend, and out of the friendship, the friendship pours into her being a wife. You see? Now, on the other hand, with women is that the husband is at the top, then the husband pours into the friendship. Now, this is a stalemate, because if at all this man is feeling that what happened to the friendship, and then she's thinking, no, we have grown up now. You should be home by 5. Where are you by now? Yeah. What's happening? Where are you? Then what happens? He considers her not a friend, so she doesn't get the benefits of being a wife. And this one is saying, you're not acting like a husband. Be serious. I hear people, women saying, be serious. I want a man who's serious. We talk about serious things in life. People who can plan the future with. And guys thinking, me, I'm not going to plan anything with you. You're not my friend.
So, are you saying then that women kind of come up with this criteria after we've gotten married of items I need my husband to fulfill in order for me then to consider him first as a husband, yes, a good husband, and then now to consider him my friend, he has to, tick off the boxes of the certain criteria I've created in my head of what a husband should be. But that's crazy because now we're moving from friendship basis. We're now moving into something that's very transactional. That I can only give you my friendship, my affection, my time, the love and the way we were, only if you're able to fulfill this certain criteria, which in my head, I've come up with how a husband is supposed to be. So then how do you help? I mean, people don't know this in marriage.
Yeah.
Like, how do we come into a space where we both put our friendship as a priority in the marriage? How can a man encourage his wife? Or is it the wife who's supposed to now do the mind shift see the man as a friend and not just as a husband?
Because what is funny is that actually a marriage needs friendship to thrive. That's the most weird thing.
I mean, not even finances.
A marriage to thrive.
Can we eat friendship?
No, we can't eat friendship.
Then?
But you see, if you're my friend, we can eat what I have together.
Which is what? Oh my God. Okay. But it's a key, it's a foundation.
It's a very, very strong foundation that I've come to learn through relationship coaching that is often overlooked as how critical it is.
Yeah.
And if you look at couples, even look at old couples, if you see old couples, you see people at times posting online relationship goals, if this is not going to be married, and you see a man, I saw a video of a lady, a very old lady, the husband is, I think at the airport, and she comes and pulls down his pants and she laughs. And the guy is so old, he's trying to bend to pull the pants and bring them up as quickly as he can. It's a whole mess. But what if you look at them, what do you see? It's years of friendship. Because it is what keeps the marriage going. Now, the problem is that both sets of people in a marriage, both men and women, sacrifice friendship. So, in a marriage, you can actually be paying a loan together. In a marriage, you can have 17 children. In a marriage, you can both be leaders at a church. In a marriage, you can do a business together.
Yeah.
All those things are there in a marriage, but you're not friends. I've had couples telling me, by the way, we are just not friends. We are just, after all transactions are done, put us in the same room together. Yes, we what do you talk about? I don't know what do we say? But you wonder, how did you get married in the first place?
Yeah, but just to come to the defense of trying to maneuver marriage from a point of friendship, life has so many curveballs. And so many issues are, coming up once you get married. It's almost like you've entered into the battlefield of life.
Life becomes real.
Life becomes real. It was all fun and games when you were dating, when you were courting, and then now all of a sudden you finally have each other. There's that rush of happiness. Yes, it's there. You're content, but things of life, issues of life, just keep springing up, and we carry a lot of experiences with us, from the families we've come from, our attachment ways, that's very our dysfunctions as well. all these things are like in the mixing pot of marriage, and they come up and form these walls that prevent us from reaching each other in friendship. How does a married couple then maneuver through difficult issues of life and still keep a strong friendship?
It's because we have to, again, let's look at our own story. We've been through
A lot.
a lot of things. A lot.
Yeah.
We've been through a lot. And the very basis of it, of the strength to endure and to keep on standing, has been based on the friendship. I consider you to be my closest friend. Yeah. And so,
Bestie.
by nature, what do I do? By nature is I'll naturally gravitate towards where you are. I'll naturally want to come home and see you than go hang out with my friends. If I'm hanging out with my friends, if they watch this video, it's a problem. But if I hang out with the guys, maybe at some point I'm like, no, I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to be. I know, because the first thing about it is that the marriage must always look at how do we become friends. And one of the things you look at our story again.
Yeah.
Is that, as a man, I say this, is that you allowed me and still allow me to be me. You've allowed me to grow into being a father. I've allowed me to mature into those roles. You've allowed me to pursue my dreams and my visions. You've allowed me. You've also allowed the boy in me not to die. Because when the boy is killed in the marriage, that is kufa dead. Finished.
Yeah.
So you've allowed me to be the boy. You've allowed that boy to be there. You've allowed me to be like to do the things that maybe I just love to do, to unwind, to relax. You've allowed me to do those things in my own way, because again, as we keep on looking, there are many ways that friendship is. We are wired differently.
Very.
Absolutely differently. Because there's a way that you talk about the attachment ways, how we one of us is very different. We're different in how we approach things. We are how you look at things, how I look at things is very different. But allowing me to be me, allowing me to be like, no, I've come home now, I'm tired, I want to sit in front of that box that people waste their life. And I take my remote, sit in front of that box.
That's a very difficult one.
Yes.
At the same time, I want to pour out my whole day.
But you see, what that does is that it gives me the space not to feel trapped.
Yeah.
And I feel that at home when I'm with you is where I am most safe. That is security. The same thing you said, that friendship is for a woman. I want to feel secure.
Yeah.
So in that particular state, it is easy for you to come and pour. And I don't feel trapped. I don't feel like I want to be there for my friend. What happened? What did they do? How can I support? Where can I? You see, because I don't feel trapped. But what happens that now when that is strangled in the marriage, we are saying that life happened.
Yeah.
Life happened, we went, we got jobs, we got all these things. Then what happened at the end of it all? We lost it all. But in those moments when people stop and say, no, by the way, relax, first of all. It's easier to have a discussion with your friend. It's easier to correct your friend. Look at your girlfriends and look at the guys I grew up with. I have guy friends who tell me, here, by the way, this is a mistake that you made. They'd call me out openly. And I wouldn't get angry.
Victor, you're a very unique, you're cut from a very special type of cloth. You're not the average Joe out there. You're a very special kind of man. But there's a lot of men out there who are not cut from the same cloth. And maybe they don't see the importance or value the importance of friendship in marriage. A lot has happened, like we've just discussed now. Life happens. How do you encourage a man? What would you tell a man in such a position where he's just unable to see his wife as that friend? We've come into the marriage, the wife came into the marriage and saw him as a husband and had that criteria of, if you're not fulfilling A to Z, then there's no way I can accept you or embrace you as a husband. And so a lot of, friction has happened. Maybe there's been an affair, maybe there's been child loss, maybe a parent has died and maybe one spouse was not there for the other. How do you help a man or even a woman begin to repair those friendship bonds? Like, where do you start? Because marriage is so fragmented. A lot happens. A lot happens. And one small thing that's not addressed can lead into a huge wedge. So how do you help someone who's maybe not like you, who does not see friendship like you, who prefers to be in the bar on a Friday with his boys and not at home with his family? How do you fix those bonds?
Because that's an outcome. It's a good example you've given, but that's an outcome. That's an outcome of a man who's running.
Yeah.
That's a man who's running. And the wife has not taken time to realize that my husband is running.
How does a wife even realize?
So you're at the bar and you're not coming home by 5. But the guy is running. He's running.
But
because
in my mind, I would not process that as my husband running. I would just be like, he just needs to grow up and be the man of the house.
Yeah. And he's running. He's literally running because we have not taken time to look at, okay, by the way, let's be honest. This is a human being with a brain.
Yeah.
When I married this person, unless you married them when they came to the altar when they were drunk, then you know you married an alcoholic. But measure.
Yeah, but as women,
we
marry sometimes we marry projects. Let's be real. This one, I will love him until he transforms into the one I dreamt of.
Stop singing Philistine and start singing you.
Is it possible? No. Okay.
Jesus saves.
Only Jesus.
Jesus saves. So you see, if I met, I have to look at where I met. Then I look at the amplification.
Yeah.
Marriage amplification. Look at amplification. Look at, okay, fine. You used to come home at 5. You come home at 5. Come home at 6.
Yeah.
Then you used to drink 2. These guys drink 2 beers, 3 beers. Come home. There's a question I always ask. Ladies, is that if it's about the alcohol, if this man really loves the alcohol a lot, why doesn't he drink in the house? Because it's not about the alcohol.
Wow. Okay.
It's not about the alcohol. It is the running and what surrounds him there. It's what happens there. As you find men with a lot of money will drink at a very funny local pub. You'll find them, those are those who drink. Then they'll find those ones who maybe work until 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning. They come home, they're on their laptop, they're working. Really, is it really about the work? Really? Is it really about the work?
You tell me.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
This fellow is running.
Yeah.
He's running. And many wives don't see their husbands are running. And they are running from them. That's a crisis. And now, as you said, my friends, and that's why I asked about women, how do you take it? My friends don't criticize me.
No.
So if you're my friend, you won't criticize me.
I mean, if it's coming from a good place to guide me and bring me back into, the right place that I'm supposed to, I would take that.
That's to admonish.
Yeah. If it's coming from a good place, I've done, something has gone wrong and my friend is saying, okay, maybe you should not have taken this decision. Maybe you should have handled it this way. But I feel like sometimes men have they're very sensitive on being told that maybe they should not have made a certain decision. It's maybe it's just built into the software that makes a man that it really depends. I don't know what packaging would be the best.
It needs to be packaged well. It needs to be packaged well.
Yeah.
There's no universal package.
There's no universal
this
package.
One is host specific.
Yeah.
It's very host because you see, there are men who go to work hard because their wives call them useless. And they'll work hard to prove to their wives that they're not useless. Yeah. There are men who their wives will tell they're useless and they'll sleep and they'll be like, I'm done. It's different strokes for different folks. But again, the nature of many men is to run. Men are wired to run. A man will run. Very few men will say, I want to confront children. That's why many men go do something, drink, come back, but that's why men will run. Because the capacity that men have. Because remember that when you're in marriage, you have to both be free.
Yeah.
I have to give you the space to be free. You have to give me the space to be free.
Yeah.
I have to give you the space to complain. You have to give me the space to complain. I have to give you the space to be you, and you give me the space to be me.
Of course.
I have to give you the space to release, or rather to express your thinking. And I have to also, you have to give me space to express my thinking. Now, you asked about how does this woman come back to a place of rebuilding. She must realize something. Number one, what is my husband running away from? Why is it that when we are together in the same space, it looks like it's because we know that in marriage, we can be in the same room.
Yeah.
And in silence. But I think I once told you this a couple of months ago. I said that, at times just seeing you there with me is enough.
Yeah.
My mind is stressed. I'll have a lot on my mind. I'm stressed. There's a lot of heaviness in my mind. I'm confused, all those things. But part of the peace is I want to see you just near me. Why? Because there's a peace it gives me that my friend is here. You don't have a demand. Now tell me we talk. No, I'm just in a space whereby my mind is clogged up. I just need time to process. I need time to, but I want to see my friend. Because I want, when I finish all this, now I start now to reconnect. The same way when we are, when people are on a journey, most friendships don't have demands.
You mean like active demand?
Active
Because
demand.
at some point you have to have like a quid pro quo. Yeah, I mean, I'm your friend, but I'm your friend because of a reason. Because you care for me, because you're kind, because there's a place where we meet. It can never always be demandless. I kind of look at it like,
Yeah, but can we use a better word?
yeah.
Let's take demand in one box and put responsibility in another box. As a friend to you, I have a responsibility.
Yeah.
Responsibility is inherent. Is I think in my mind I have a responsibility. Demand is what you think I should do. Responsibility is what I know is expected of me in this friendship.
So in some marriages, we're confusing the demand and the responsibility. Because in my head, the demand is in me.
Yes.
My spouse has no idea what demand is on him at that particular point. So how do we bring it together where I'm able to express not what I demand, but what I need? So that you're not looking at it as a demand. You're coming to the place where you're translating it from demand to responsibility so that we can build a friendship.
Because responsibility makes you feel needed. Demand makes you feel you're missing the mark. Demand makes you feel like someone, you're not doing your part.
Yeah.
Makes you feel inadequate. When you feel inadequate, you feel unneeded.
Yeah.
Responsibility is I am trusting your judgment as my friend. And because I trust your judgment as my friend, then there's a way that I'll communicate that I need you. I may communicate that I need you, and I may say, for example, I'll give a good English word. I'll say, let me think of something. I like this example so much. If I'm not home and I'm in the office, because that's generally how my life is. I'm in the office. If you send me a message and tell me, baby, please come home, I miss you, or I need you.
Yeah.
As your friend, responsibility-wise, it'll be like, okay, I need to go home, my wife needs me. You see?
Yeah.
If you send me a text telling me, where are you? What are you doing? I've been waiting for you from 6. That's a demand.
I mean, where are you? I've been waiting for you since 6. Why is it in your head that the aggression is...
Are you the
No, it could be an innocent, where are you? I've been waiting for you since 6. No? Okay.
Because you think waiting from 6. My translation quickly is that I missed a target. I have failed you in a particular way.
And men fear failing.
And men don't like to fail.
They don't like it.
Yeah. So when a man is thinking that he's failing his wife in one way or another, quickly a man goes to 2 steps. One, either he thinks to overcompensate, or number 2 is like, let it go. I'm not winning anyway. It's already lost. Until you find that there's a man would be like, okay, fine, I made this mistake, and he's thinking of how to make it work and make it right. And the guy is thinking, it's already done. It's already 10 o'clock. She's angry. Let me just go in the morning. How she's angry at 10 and 6 in the morning, they are the same. It's the same anger. It's not the same
It's
anger.
not the same.
It's the same anger. In fact, by morning should have
It's
cooled
less
down.
anger. Please just come at night. Let's not prolong the anger till morning.
That's why you just say the guy switched off his phone. You're thinking, oh, he's already angry. So it's again, that is making the person feel needed. And when someone is felt needed, they feel seen.
Okay.
Because also again, you find that it's possible for man to I'm not seen. I don't think my wife sees me. My wife doesn't hear me. How many men have killed themselves and the wives never saw? The guy woke up in the morning went and killed himself. The guy is never saw. Because when I feel needed, then also when I don't meet the mark or I don't fulfill something based on my responsibility, it's easy for you to look at me and think it's unlike him. So I'm not going to put him down because of this. It is unlike him. Because he's my friend, it is unlike him. Yeah, I know him. So what happens now? There's a possibility that even within the stress of life, we don't have money, what or school hasn't been paid, what you know very well that maybe there's no money. But now we know with school fees must pay. What are you doing? It's going off, and I'm thinking, okay, now what do? I have to run. Now, what the silly things that men do? A guy will go to the pub, drink 3,000 bob. Then the wife will give a story and say, that 3,000 bob that you're drinking can be used for something else. Yeah. Then the man will say, you what have you used it for since you don't drink?
Okay.
Then another buys the dust.
Yeah. So then, I guess then building the friendship in the marriage takes the two to do their part, to overdo their part. Because I've had instances from my friends where, they pull that card of, okay, I'm a wife, and my translation of catering to the friendship is really just showing my husband that I am there for him, that I'm, feminine, I'm gentle. They did all the right things to ensure that the friendship held up. What do you say to now those women who maybe they married someone who they thought was someone else and they're just not able to hold that friendship up? Maybe as a result of the issues of life, something happened that he did not have the capacity within the marriage to deal with. And that caused a strain on the marriage. And then now he's acting in all these, different ways that were not seen in the courtship period. How do we build that friendship up? When both, now this is from the lady's perspective, she did all she could do. She was gentle. She tried to make space for him. But he's just not accepting or embracing that friendship.
I'll ask us a very simple question. Do they play together? Because the thing that we forget again is that, and I'm just saying like a man.
Yeah.
I can hire a chef to come on. You cook the best food.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
But I wouldn't mind a chef. Let's just, let's get it clear.
So I can hire a chef.
Yeah.
I can hire a chef. I can hire someone to clean the house. I can go to a therapist to listen to me. You see?
Yeah.
All these things are outsourceable.
Yeah.
But what makes me to be drawn to you? You see? That I can look and say, it's not even about the food. It's about the food that was good. I don't really care about that. What is it about? It's not about the children that we carried. That's what people look at. Oh, I did this. No. I'm thinking that how much do you need me? How much do you see me?
Are those typical things that men really
Those
look
are
for?
very simple things.
I'm really...
They are very simple things because that's why you'll hear a man saying that I came home, I paid rent, I paid for power, I paid for this. And the wife just waited for the one day he forgot. Then the guy said things, by the way, all these years I've been doing all these things. Kwani, what is wrong? Yeah. Or you hear a lady coming up with a story. Oh, our Nani and Nani have just bought their first home. They're doing their mortgage. What are we doing with our lives? And they're like, okay, so I'm inadequate here. So to men actually being needed and being seen are very important things. Because being seen means that there are moments when he does not want to say what he's going through. but he just wants to remove the Superman cape and become Clark Kent for a moment. He doesn't want to solve anything, doesn't want to deal with anything, he just wants to be left. So in friendship, you learn how to see. That is why you find that if you look at friends you've grown up with, for example, you can easily go to this market and like, no, I'm going to buy my friend this gift.
Yeah.
Ask someone right now. There are many men today who don't know what to buy for their wives, and there are many wives who know what to buy for their husbands. But they have several children. Yeah. You wonder how did they get there?
Yeah.
So how does one of you approach crisis? Who normally coils during crisis? Who normally comes out during crisis? Who normally who's the fast processor?
Yeah.
Who is the one who takes more time they are not slow, they are more meticulous in what they do. We call them slow, but they're not slow. I suppose, so how do I show that I see you? Seeing you is I've seen you, I've seen the child in you, I've seen your insecurities, I've seen you tired, I've seen you stressed. I see you, I notice these things, I actually see them, I can see them. And because I can see them, then I know what to do. And this comes about because many couples don't play together.
When you say play together, what do you mean?
Play. Play. Yeah. They don't do things together. They don't have everyone, and I believe this, that every human being has to have a hobby.
Yes.
Of some kind. If it's bird watching, go watch birds. Remember you watch birds?
Yeah, I remember.
At Kenchik. So
I remember. I like that point on play. But women and men are so different. For instance, I will enjoy going off to the mall, getting gelato. The things I like. I'll go maybe do some shopping. Like, that makes me relax. On the other hand, maybe you want to go and play golf, but that's not my thing. So how do we bring those unwinding moments into the same space? Because we like, different things. How do you come into my world? It was so easy. I think it's easier when you're dating to come into each other's worlds.
Then after that, we tear the contract.
I don't know why that happens.
How long is that game? 90 minutes? That's too long. I am not watching football. Yeah.
Yeah, so how do we come into each other's worlds and really enjoy being in each other's spaces? Wow. And it doesn't have to cost us money. I can be in the kitchen cooking up a storm. My idea of friendship would be having you inside there, just talking to me, just being in the same, like you said, being in the same space together, tasting the food, talking. Yeah, how do we come into each other's world to build our friendships in marriage?
I think if I was to give any couple out the advice today, I'll say, I'll give a very simple, very simple words to use. Yeah, I think there are 5 words. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You may just like it.
You may just like it.
Because we quickly block. We quickly block. It's shopping. I don't want to go for shopping.
Nope.
Yeah, it's shopping. Those are ladies' things, the girls' things. Women want to go. I don't want to go for shopping. No. I may just like it. It's as simple as that.
Also, you're doing it with your friend.
Yeah, I may just like it because it's not going to remove my nose by the time I'm done. I may just like it. And the thing we don't do with marriage is we don't dare to see, can I actually just like it? Because the things I love to do, I didn't like them. I was not born loving football. I grew to like it. Yeah, I was not born loving sports or Formula 1 or whatever. I was not born preaching. Yeah, I was not born doing very many things. I was not born a father. You see, so I was not born a husband. So all these things, the mistake we make is that I just may like it. And the problem that people do is we classify ourselves quickly. As you said, me, I'm not a golf. The lady I once started saying that many years ago. Me, I don't love golf. I don't just go with your husband for golf. You may just like it. No, I don't like golf. Go for the golf. You actually may just like it. Not the swinging of balls, but you will enjoy the rawness of the emotion. You will enjoy the laughter, the banter. You will listen to things or hear this person say things they don't know, things you've never heard before. I have seen those things. I mean, you may just learn some things. There are things I have not known. But having the experience to go with you to go get gelato, okay, fine, what's gelato? Last time it was in a movie. That's when I had it. Like, So and it's an experience, let's go try something. It's a time I think one of our dates we went to some place and we had a breakfast with some bread, some very nice fancy bread. I think it was very many years ago. I'd never had that kind of bread before. Nowadays, I just shop for fancy bread.
Yeah, you too.
Just like fancy bread. So you may just like it. You may come. I began watching Formula One by myself. You began watching with me Formula One. We got engaged in Formula One. Why? You may just like it. I'm not doing it because it is a must.
Yeah.
I'm doing it because I want to spend time with you.
Yeah.
And it's a very small cost to pay if I'll spend time with you when you're in a good mood.
Exactly. I like what you've said, that I want to spend time with you. Sometimes we might not like the hobby, but we kind of have to bring ourselves to the place where we like the person enough to say, okay, maybe I'm not a football connoisseur, but because I love this person, because I'm trying to like this person, let me just stay within the same space. And I also feel like both partners need to be in a state of likability.
Yeah.
Like I need to be likable. In order to pull you into my space, you need something to hook onto. It's the kindness that I've shown you. It's the affection that I show you. It's the respect and the support that I give you. It's me not criticizing you. It's all those things that you as a man need in order to feel that you can call me a friend. So I like what you said, that I need to like the person before coming into their world, and we need to, as couples, we just need to be remaining in that state of likability. And I think it cuts across. Like there are things that are just standard: respecting someone, loving them, keeping the boundaries if they need time to process things that have happened. Forgiveness, like they're just those foundations that are within the marriage to keep that friendship running and to keep both partners likable. So I really like that point.
Because likability is very important. Who wants to be with someone who's sulky?
Yeah.
Who wants to go to a place with someone who will be complaining every 2 minutes? Why the game is 10 minutes long?
Yeah.
How many more minutes to end?
Yeah.
What is this about?
Yeah.
People are planning lives here. People are planning their lives. It comes to a point, I don't want this. I don't want, or I'm within the supermarket, I'm complaining, why are we shopping? Why are we doing this? No, there are things that I know whenever we go, and things that I have learned to do as a man to enter into your world. Is okay. If you're going for shopping, and I know this is a day for shopping,
psychologically,
I am ready to go shopping. I eat a good breakfast.
Yes.
And I know I'll be here for the longest time possible.
Yeah.
And I think we found ways in between our marriage to find a balance. There are days that be like, okay, we go to the supermarket. My offer is, let's go in the morning, because I don't like crowded places. So let's go in the morning when there are not many people in the supermarket. We shop quickly, we finish, we can be back home. And you ask me, what time is the match? It's at 4. If you can go out, have lunch, do whatever, but you're back in the house by 4, it's okay. What has happened? You've entered my world. You are giving me such and say, but your world is important to you. And because it's important to you, I take it to be important. And I'm looking at you, I'm saying, okay, also this is important to you. When you finish, you come home and you sit when you're in front of the TV together, eating or whatever, watching TV. I might not be saying anything because I'm tired of shopping. Maybe the shopping was a work of art. But I don't complain in the process. And I think that's what now we're talking about. You will feel that. You will feel needed. You will feel seen. Yes. And the same way again when we get home and we are there together and maybe you appreciate or whatever happens, again the same thing. Because also again we have to appreciate that our spouses, when they come into our world, it's not a must.
No.
Yeah. I should be able to tell you, but thank you for watching football with me, or thank you for going with me for golf. I had a good time with you. Thank you for going with me shopping. At times we forget these things, but couples are too serious. People don't just say, we're going to stop today. Let us just play games. Let's just laugh and be silly and build a good memory.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the pressures of life and the demands of all the deliverables kind of make us, we're always in the cycle. We're always running up to the next thing. We need to achieve A, B, C, D. We need to get all these things done within this timeline. we forget to be intentional about nurturing the marriage, and within it the friendship also would blossom. Like it's very difficult if we're so focused on getting everything else done, and then we forget that at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I need to nurture my marriage. So yeah, it's really important for us to be intentional, even as we're going through the motions of life, to think like, hey, how is my friend doing today? How is my bestie? What did they eat for lunch? Goofy things like, yeah.
Yeah, it's not always diapers.
It's not always
the diapers, and
it's not always.
It's those jokes, those things. As I said, marriage is the only place where you are allowed to have friendship with benefits. So it's okay to flirt, it's okay to be silly, it's okay to laugh, it's okay to crack a joke, it's okay to put all these things together, because in marriage, after all is said and done, money can come and go.
True.
Parenting can come and go. Sex can go at some point. Many things come and go. Careers come and go. Business come and go. The thing that remains until a couple leaves this earth is friendship. It's the only thing that remains is friendship. Yeah, all other things fade away in marriage. All other things die. Friendship is what remains. And I think if a couple can know that we need to be friends, and let's remain to be friends, that you may love me but you don't like me, but if we are friends, you love me and you like me.
As well.
Yes. If you like me, you'll spend time with me. If you love me, you'll just look at me.
Tolerate and endure.
Yes.
For the sake of the marriage.
I think, if anything, I think just to for the audience take home today, I think from my point of view is, you may just like it. Try.
Yeah,
you may just like it.
You
may just like what they do. You may just like what they do.
Yeah.
And it may mean more to them than you think. Yeah. That's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For me, my take home is just be likable. It's like, the standard requirements for being a likable person. Just be likable. Yeah. So that your spouse feels free to engage with you, to be around you, to make jokes with you, to come to you even when something wrong has happened. They've been caught in the wrong, but because you are likable in the marriage, then they're free to come up to you and just be honest about their flaws and their mistakes and say, oh, this was supposed to happen like this, but in fact, I made a wrong turn and this was the result. And then for you, in your likable state, to just embrace them and remember that at the end of the day, the friendship has to stand in order for that marriage to flourish. So I'm really excited about this conversation. Yeah, thank you. It's been great. Yeah.
Let's go eat.
Let's go eat. Food. Oh God.